It's hard as hell for a young Florida boy where we play football and sell dope, man. Gold rims and sticks, 7
Yes, thanks for tuning in. This recap a little bit is gonna be something different. This is something that a lot of people been like telling me, "Oh, talk about it." You touched on it on your Instagram a little bit. We need you to elaborate more, so I'm gonna definitely talk about it. And the topic is gonna be about why your friends or family don't tend to support you in certain aspects of what you're trying to do. Whether it be, starting a business, if you have an idea, if you want to start something new, things like that. A lot of the people, they tend to say, you know what, when I tell my family, I know a lot of times I'm going to get their buy-in, I'm going to get their support. I know they're going to definitely represent me. If they have social media, they're going to be posting it on their Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, Snapchat, whatever apps or outlets that you tend to have. I know definitely my family and my day ones that I call my friends, man, they're gonna support me. I mean, all I'm gonna do is just tell them about it. They're gonna just say, "Oh, I got it. I'm 100% in." A lot of times, and they get let down when they notice that their friends and family are not supportive. They're like, "Wow, you know what's going on?" or it's not real, or I thought it was authentic. And what's going on. And I just want to really touch on that because a lot of times we do look for friends and family to support you in the time of need, rightfully so, because you would think that you build that relationship with them, and especially family. That's your family. You would think that throughout it all, blood, sweat, and tears, they're going to be definitely 100% in tune and in line with what you have. But I wrote out my top five, and I may add maybe one or two because I'm just gonna really be free flowing on this of why people really don't support you, and then also, man, really looking at it, don't even blame them too. A lot of times, but you do definitely always remember and hold them accountable, of course, accordingly. But there's a couple of reasons why, and I wrote out my list. Number one is recognize authentic friendships when it comes to friends. That's very important. What do I mean by that? Like a lot of times you'll see people and or just people that you may run into you, or you went to school with, or people that you feel as though, oh, I consider them my friend. Like you got to really understand what a friend is. Right, wrong, or indifferent, a friend will always definitely be there and be supportive. A friend will be that one that even when you're wrong, they're gonna tell you you're wrong. You will respect it or not respect it, and you just continue to definitely move on with your relationship. But a lot of times we look for these friendships that are really not authentic, and we feel as though, oh, you know what, I feel like that's my friend, but guess what, they're not as loyal to me as I thought. Prime example, a lot of times when people post things on their Facebook or in their Instagram or Twitter, a lot of times they feel as though their friends don't repost it or they don't like it and things like that. Well, why is that? A lot of times they may not see your vision, and if they don't see your vision, it's okay. You know what? Because a lot of times people, they like to see the end result, the end product. They don't like to just see the foundations, like building a home. They just want to see that end result of it. And you got to understand that a lot of people, they may not just be as supportive as you thought they were. Loyalty, man, is really hard to really definitely define that, and really look into that. So authentic friendships, at least to me, and if you ask me, is somebody who's always going to be there for you. I'm not talking about through the good times. I'm talking about through the bad times, rough times. When you want to start up a business and you're selling your idea, that friend would be that friend that would definitely give you feedback, and true genuine feedback, not just feedback like I don't think you're gonna make it, or why that, or I don't know about that, or why you want to start that. No, I'm talking about feedback as far as, okay, what's your goal, what's the end result, what do you see yourself within 6 months or 30 days, what's the outline, and just really asking those type of questions because they really want to see the best in you. A authentic friendship to me is not one who just Oh, that's not gonna work. What, you want to do that? It's gonna take that long? Somebody who's always murmuring or complaining about it and just, oh, I don't know about that, or somebody else tried that, or you know what? Nah, nah, that's just not gonna work. Those type of friendships to me is not authentic because they're already coming with a negative mindset. They're already coming to you with, oh, that's not going to work, or they're already coming to you where you can't even present it. They're already, by the time you're presenting it, they already are making comments. They already have like rebuttals already. You're just like, whoa, hold up, man. I'm not even done. Those type of individuals, to me, I would definitely stay away from when it comes to authentic friendships. Um, Also, number two to me, it may not be important. I definitely I touched on this. It may not be important. It may not be an obligation to them. So a lot of times, what you may deem as important to your friend or to your family, it may not be as important to them, and you gotta be able to be okay with that. So like you're excited, you're going 100%. You're like, man, I'm starting this business, I'm starting this, I'm doing this, or I'm about to start this new idea, or and they're just more so like, oh well, congratulations, and that's good job. And you're kind of like, whoa, that's the kind of energy you're giving off. Wow, you know what? You would think that they would be as excited as you. A lot of times they're just not, and you really gotta be okay with that. You gotta understand that you're running 100 miles an hour. A lot of people may not keep up with the same pace. Um, but also, as I mentioned, those type of individuals, not like they support you. They are more so. They're just sitting back and just seeing because maybe you have proved to them a lot of times where you started an idea before, but then you just stopped it. You don't have that passion before, or you wanted to start a new job or whatever it might be, and they see how you were always going and being excited, and all of a sudden a few months in, oh no, what happened to it? So they probably just feel like, well, let me just wait until he or she, let me just see how long it is. The consistency. A lot of times people just look for consistency in you because they probably seen that you were inconsistent sometimes. So they like, nah, I'm not about to get my hopes up because I already know in a few months he or she, man, that idea or whatever they want to start is going to be null and void. They're not serious about that. So as long as you show them how and not even them, just yourself too. You don't have to prove anything to anybody but yourself. But if you're an individual who hasn't been consistent, start trying to be consistent. Give yourself that time. Like, you know what? No matter what, I'm going to go ahead and get this through. So that's number two. Number three, pick and choose who you listen to. Man, pick and choose who you listen to. What do I mean by that, man? And I touched on this. If you have somebody who just always are complaining, always nagging, always is a negative this and a negative that and this and this that, they blaming everything on everybody else besides taking accountability of their own. Nah, you don't want to listen to those type of people. Look at those type of people as well. See who they hang around. See what they talk about. See their interactions, and even if it's on social media, like see things that they like, see people who they follow, things like that, things that they talk about. If it's something, if it's always gossip and it's always like something negative, nah, you may not want to listen to them because they're always in the middle of some type of mess. So why indulge in that? Because it's just going to be a reflection of you. So you don't want to indulge in people like that. You want to definitely keep yourself with listen to people who are on the same wavelength as you. Somebody who definitely wants to maybe even starting the same business as you or same idea as you, and you guys can share the same thoughts and best practices. But people who are just always like murmuring and complaining, nah, man, it's kind of like cancer, man. It would just that negative energy comes to you, and then you don't need that. You definitely don't need that, especially if you are one who are starting up a business, one who wants to start some new endeavor in your life, and you're excited about it, and all of a sudden you got somebody in your ear saying, oh, I don't know about that, I don't know. It's the same thing even in relationships sometimes too. You're happy in a relationship, you're starting a new relationship, and you're happy about this individual, then you got somebody saying, oh, I don't know if that will work, or you sure about this, well, blah blah blah. Not saying not to listen to it, but think about where's the intent, where's it coming from? Is it genuine, or is it because they're just unhappy with their own individual life and things like that? Which leads me to number four, people who are scared. A lot of times people are scared to start something new, so they put their insecurities on you. What I mean by that is like, okay, you tell somebody, oh, you know what? I'm definitely, man. I'm excited, man. I'm starting up this little mom and pop business. It could be a restaurant or a YouTube channel, whatever you might. And you tell them that, and they're just like, oh, okay, they become a little apprehensive because they don't know. It's something that they may have wanted to start, and they just like, wow, so they scared. So they're basing their own insecurities and they're rubbing it off on you, and that's when they just throw all these status quos at you, like, well, I don't know, I know such and such, they have started that, and you know what, man, like a few months in, they went bankrupt, or you know what, that never worked, and you'd be like, what? And a lot of times, man, people, you're gonna go through whenever you start up a business or whatever you start, you're gonna go through ebbs and flows. Everybody knows that. That's business 101. You're gonna go through that. But the ones who really survive are the ones who really stay true to it and have that passion and really serious about making something happen. And they're just not thinking about it just about, oh, a monetary gain, because they know the money will come. As long as you're just doing it because you're really passionate about that and that's your passion, it's going to come. And that's another thing. A lot of people, they don't know what their passion, they don't know what they were put on this earth to do. A lot of people, they die and they pass and they go on with their lives, and they never know what God placed them on this earth to do. So really try to find your passion. And I'm going to do a vlog about that as well, about how to find your passion as well, because it took me a while to find out what my passion is. A lot of times people don't know what their passion is. A lot of times people, they just go what's hot now, or or quick get money quick scheme and things like that. How can I get money fast? That's not really there's no substantial growth in that. So yeah, people, a lot of times people are scared. They put that on you, and you don't want that. You really want to hang with people who are like-minded, positive, and want to see the best in you. Which leads me to my last point as well. Hanging with like-minded people. So when you have a mindset and you have a goal and idea, you want to go ahead and surround yourself with people with the same idea or mindset, or somebody who's definitely want to see the best in you as well, because that would definitely help you. That will help you grow. Not saying somebody always has to be a cheerleader saying go and go, but if you're messing up, like I stated before, they'll let you know, but they also will let you know how you can go ahead and fix it. It's one thing just to say, oh yeah, you messed up and you did this, and it's you. But it's another thing to say, yeah, you messed up, but you know what? This is what I would have done. Or try this next time. Or you know what? Let me look into that. It's a teamwork, and having a strong team and that foundation will definitely help you work. So a lot of people, that's what I mentioned, man. A lot of people, they don't support you in that because, like I stated, man, a lot of people who are really scared. And some people, they just play the background, and I touched on this on my Instagram story. Some people, they just play the background, meaning that if you go on your Instagram, you go on your Facebook, you will probably have a lot of people have a lot of followers, 1,000 plus, 800, whatever, a lot of followers. You would think that when you post something, you would think you will at least get, if you don't get 800 likes, you will at least think you may get maybe about over at least 100 likes if you got about 1,000 followers, right? A lot of times people post something, it could be about their business, something that they want to start. They may get 30 likes, 40 likes. If they post something that is gossip or something that tends to be deemed entertainment, oh my God, everybody is like it. You will have so many likes that you didn't even know these people were even following you. Like, oh man, I forgot such and such was following me. I didn't even know they even have Instagram anymore, because they don't like anything that you post pertaining to your business. Why is that? Could it be jealousy? A lot of times it could be jealousy. Could it also be that, oh, you know what, they want to see you fail? A lot of times people, they want to see you fail so they could hit you with the, I told you so. I told you that wouldn't work. I told you. So a lot of times people, and I call them that, they just play the background. They play the background. I tell you right now, even myself, I'm known to that, where I have maybe about 800 something followers. But I tell you, man, certain things that I post or if they don't like it, and I see that, but I'm fine with that, because I know eventually what will definitely happen. when I get to where I need to go, they will definitely come. But like I always state too, everybody can't sit at your table. So you got to watch who sit at your table and who really supports you. And when I say that as well is that don't hold like such a grudge where it's like, oh such, but just be professional about it and just kill them with kindness. The worst way you could ever get somebody is by killing them with kindness, because they don't know how to gauge your temperature. They don't know if you're gonna come at them. So when you kill them with kindness, it's going to be like it hurts even more instead of just going tit for tat with them. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. So yeah, those are really my thoughts. I would definitely elaborate more. I didn't even know I was talking about 15 minutes because I'm so passionate about this when it comes to support. Because I don't want everybody to think that, man, friends and family will support you. Like I mentioned, a lot of times your support will come from individuals that you would probably never even meet. That's just the harsh reality of it. You will have some people that you never even meet pushing for you more than your friends and family, saying, "Hey man, I haven't seen you drop a blog," or "Hey man, what happened to that restaurant you said you were going to start?" or "Hey man, what happened to that adventure you said? What's going on with that?" And you be like, "Wow, you remember?" A lot of times, man, those are the individuals that you want to go ahead and entertain the most. Leave friends and family or what you think. Leave that alone, man. Just leave that alone. If they don't support you, you cannot force people to support you. You cannot just sit up there and hold it. Yeah, you feel a certain way, but get over it. When it comes to emotions, a lot of times you got to just ball it up. You stay in it for a quick little minute, but then you just got to keep it going and just say, "Oh, I know who my real supporters are," and just really go from there. Because a lot of times that's how people will fail, because you're trying to prove this person right and prove this person. I'm gonna prove. And a lot of times, man, you go so hard that you find yourself only entertaining that one individuals, and then the other people that you thought that you were entertaining, they're just like, what are they talking about? What's going on? So just focus on your niche and really go from there. And those are just my thoughts. I know I was rambling on. Let me know what definitely you think. Signing off.
It's hard as hell for a young Florida boy. Where we play football and sell dope, man. Gold rims and sticks.